common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. Looks like we already got about 100 people in here right now and going up. Todd's over there doing his best impression of our intro video, having a little bit of fun today. Glad to have you all in here. Make sure to smash up that like, share, and subscribe button. And as usual, we do have on the first line of our description, we are doing the Zen Swag giveaway. If you click on there, it gives you a list of objectives. Every objective you do, you get entries into the Zen Swag giveaway. When hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, whatever it may be. Now, that all comes from Horizon themselves. But the real benefit to each and every one of you guys, besides walking around in some sweet t-shirts, is if our community gets the most entries out of the other communities that they have or that they're in touch with, we actually get a handful of Zen. And you know what I like to do with that? I like to give it right back to you guys during live shows. We've already won community contests in the past with the Electra ECA competition, a Linda competition, and others. So I know you guys can do it. Take the second, do that Zen Swag giveaway entry. Maybe you'll win a t-shirt, and then I'll have some more Zen to give away to you guys during the next live show.
Yo, Cameron Work, you ask that every show. Yeah, I think I still run PCG for clients. But I appreciate you asking because, you know, maybe one day before I die, that might change.
All right. So we got some good things to talk about today. We got to talk about Nickstradamus strikes again. Yesterday, I reiterated several times that I think the maintenance on Coinbase Pro was not for a listing of BAT, XLM, ADA, or even XRP, but simply an integration of USDC. Told you to be careful, not chase green candles, and that would have been great advice because today, Coinbase Pro came back online, and guess what? They enabled USDC. There you go, guys. It's just a little bit of research, a little bit of analysis, and we try to provide great information over here for you guys to hopefully take advantage of and save you from some bad trades as well. Also, Litecoin is having an upgrade. A lot of people always talk about Litecoin in here. Should they still have it in their portfolio? Is it still what we believe is the best risk-to-reward cryptocurrency for your portfolio? And I think that this new upgrade is going to put it back in the forefront of conversations as well as utilizations moving forward. So I'm pretty excited for that, and we can discuss that. We're going to go over some hardware wallets and what you need to be doing with those, as well as another partner for Amazon. 3 days ago, I said be on the lookout. We're going to see more partnerships with traditional companies. We'll dig into this one. So far, only one of the three we've talked about really has any meat behind the bones. Will this one actually be something, or is this one a little more fluff? So let's get right into this. What you got going on,
And we're
Tom?
giving away some BAT because
Yep.
Nick is a crypto gambling fool.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but we are going to be giving away some basic attention tokens tonight to kind of give back because, you know, somebody wanted to go head-to-head against Nickstradamus, and it didn't turn out too well for them. But so we'll talk about that. We'll give him a shout-out, though, because I'll tell you what, to find somebody in the cryptocurrency ecosystem that is true to their word, is transparent, and has integrity like this individual did, because he said, oh, you won the competition, fair and square, I'll be sending that bat over. He deserves a shout-out and probably deserves a follow from each and every one of you guys as well.
Shout out.
And I'm sure he'll go ahead and follow you on back. So we'll talk about that here in a second.
Yep, sounds good.
So what's going on in the market today? Well, market cap is still at $209 billion, and the Bitcoin dominance is the exact same as yesterday, 53.7%. Bitcoin moved a whopping $5 since last night's live show. Man, this is super volatile over here in Bitcoin land. Now, a couple altcoins are showing some life, but out of the top 10, not too much. XRP is the only one in the green. This is one that we did have buy signals on before the massive run, a sell into the rally around 70 cents, and then another buy at 41 cents and 44, 45 cents, I believe, as well. So we're still in the green on XRP with a couple solid trades. The big winners for today, Revain, never heard of it. If you guys know anything about this one, let me know. Maybe I need to take a look into it. Nexo, Vertisium, Golem, and Chainlink. Congratulations to the holders of those coins. No major news that I have to discuss or that we've discussed in the past for any of those. And as you can see here, Ravencoin has given up some of its gains, but managed to keep grabbing them back. You know that I sold 90% of my bag of Raven at 817 sats. We have fallen as low as 700 sats, but I said I'm not going to be buying a Raven back unless it goes back to around 600, and Todd said 650 Satoshis. So do what you want with that information. And with that being said, I think Todd needs to look at a few charts. Then we need to get into a couple news articles and why we're giving away basic attention token today and what happened behind the scenes as far as Coinbase is concerned.
It's pretty hard to look at charts, but there's nothing going on, but we'll try to do that. And here's the same 45-minute Bitcoin chart, still in the hinge as, what's his name?
Peter Brandt.
Peter Brandt says we're in a Wyckoff hinge. I would say by preceding action, that would be accumulation. But I'm going to try to maybe respond to what he had quoted maybe tomorrow if I get some time and come back with some details. But that was interesting today. And really, any other charts, there's not much to talk about for real.
Ed over here, welcome to the channel. He says Vertisium just added a Wall Street veteran to be co-CEO of the project. I don't know if that enacts a 40% gainer, so I'd be careful on that one, guys. Maybe if you own Vertisium, I wouldn't mind putting a trailing stop, maybe about a 20%, 10% trailing stop to lock in the gains once that little bit of hype and news wears off a little bit, just in case.
I think I had a chart on that, but I don't think I tweeted that one, because a couple here we talked about kind of goes back to the same thing on, I don't know why that's doing that. Golem.
Just click off to the side, yeah. Oh, there you go.
It's GNT. So I'm just showing this, and I tweeted about it today because same type of thing. OP continues down while price holds. We get an oversold technometer, and then it released to the upside. I mean, really, these are the same type of thing that Bitcoin's got in front of it, but Bitcoin hasn't released to the upside. And then you got WAN, same type of thing. We didn't get a good technometer reading over to the right. Got one a little bit earlier. The same thing. OP comes down, makes new lows. Price holds in a triangle, and then it releases to the upside. So those things really just keep continuing. And then, I don't know if I showed that. Let me check one more thing here that I wanted to show. And this is really the same type of thing on Twitter. You got the OP going to a new low here in the last 10 days. This was into yesterday's close. And price was holding, and we had the oversold technometer. So I gave a buy on that to pro traders. Actually, I was 4 or 5 hours earlier because I bought it a little bit. It was only down a little for the day. It fell late in the day and then had the big day today up. But same type of thing, looking for divergences with oversold technometers. Same thing will happen on the upside. We'll get divergences on the OP with overbought technometers. So that's kind of what I've been looking for. We've got the software, I guess, when we come back. There's not going to be much to talk about. We'll go through a few coins maybe.
Cool. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat bot. Anthony's chat box. Anthony says, y'all should try Omi's Go Calm Chowder whenever you ask when it's ready. I just say soon. There you go. I think maybe that is a cookbook idea for you. Carrie, what else we got going on? We got WW Ocean saying BCH rules, else LTC is dog food. We're going to kind of talk about why I believe that the opposite is really happening right before your eyes. And I think the price action of BCH kind of talks for itself without even the upgrade in Litecoin. But we'll get into that here in a second. We also have Handy Rame saying ICN, that is Economy, is being delisted from Kraken. Well, that is true. So Economy is doing some kind of swap from the cryptocurrency to a more traditional marketplace, which can be called EICN. So you either need to hold your ICN Economy tokens in their like desktop wallet in order to do the swap, or they recommend just dumping them. And that is probably why the Economy price has been tanking. Binance has already delisted it. Kraken is giving you, I think, until this weekend, I can't remember the exact date, to get your Economy sold or moved off of their exchange. If you guys are interested in learning more about that, go over to their Twitter to find out more if you own any. I owned like $20 worth, so I just logged into Kraken, sent it from my Jax wallet over there, and just swapped it for Bitcoin, I believe, and just letting it do its thing over there. So make sure that you don't lose out at least on those coins, even though their value is gone down the tubes. And then Art Bricker says, how do I get in the giveaway? So there's 2 giveaways. Number 1, the first link in the description is for a Zen swag giveaway. That is put on by Horizon. If you enter that using that link, it actually counts as a vote by our Learn Crypto community. If our community is the most active, they will give us Zen to give back away to you guys during live shows like we do all the time. So make sure to enter to win some t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, etc. But today is a basic attention token giveaway, and in order to enter, you simply need to like the video, you need to subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your basic attention token BAT wallet address, and that's it. You're entered to win. We will draw the winner live during the next live show at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
And Nick's really giving these away himself.
Yeah, these are coming out of my pocket because of this. So the person I wanted to give a shout out is for this reason. So yesterday, with the maintenance coming on Coinbase Pro, a lot of people thought that other tokens were going to be listed. So much so that somebody actually wanted to wager a bet with me. Yeah, I went on here and I said, nope, it's either going to be no token or USDC. Of course, it ended up being USDC integrations. So Nickstradamus strikes again. You know, this is what? Ethereum Classic, ZRX, USDC. I do believe that Basic Attention Token or XLM probably will be next to the list, but I did not think it was going to be during the maintenance yesterday. So the individual I want to give a shout out to is Arman. Arman, and here is his Twitter account, guys. We'll go over to it in a second. Now, the reason I want to show this.
He needs to follow just because he's honest.
There he goes.
I'm going to follow him right now. ARMAN.
The reason I say this is because he reached out. He was so confident that he wanted to put a pretty nice wager there, as you can see. Now, we stayed up to midnight, and then we stayed up to 2 a.m., so that it would be for the full day. It wasn't listed. And he actually got up, said he was going to hold on his end of the bargain, and he sent me the Basic Attention tokens. I can show you a screenshot.
Show me the money.
Right here. Here you go. Here's the deposit success. Here goes. Hello, your Binance accounts has recharged that many Basic Attention tokens. So he went through, he followed through, he kept his word, he showed transparency, he showed honesty, and he showed integrity. How many of you would have made a bet like this and just disappeared? You know, I asked him, I said, don't go disappearing on me. He said, oh, never. You know my real name. You have my real picture, my email address, etc. That's how confident he is. And regardless, even though he lost, he went ahead and followed through with it. So let's click on his Twitter account here. Definitely go out and give this guy a follow, guys, because I'll tell you what, I don't know. I can't speak about what he talks about here as far as his crypto knowledge, but an individual that is willing, that's a large sum of money. You guys can do the math on what 10,000 Basic Attention token is. Pretty large amount of money, and he had the integrity to go ahead and do that. So definitely worth the follow. Somebody that you want to kind of have in your follow list in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. And I mean, I gave him a follow just for the mere fact that he didn't just disappear like a lot of these other individuals would.
Exactly.
And what else does this show you guys? What this shows you is when I make statements on the channel, when we are giving buys and sells, when we are giving our opinion on what's going to be listed or delisted or whatever it may be, we're not just here talking. I put my money where my mouth is. I bet this individual 10,000 Basic Attention tokens on the fact that I thought it would be USDC over BAT. And we're not just here being entertainment. You know, we are trying to make money. We're trying to help everybody here make money, gain knowledge, and really thrive in this opportunity in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. And you have opportunities all around you, and that's why we continue to help you participate, get you staking, get you mining, get you noding. And I don't recommend gambling by any manner, but just that puts in perspective when we talk about things passionately here, it's because we believe it's going to happen, and we put money behind these thoughts as well.
And Nick's a gambler. Don't let him lie to you. He likes to gamble. Shout out to Deb Tedesco, too. And shout out to Nick for bringing that one in.
There we go.
Order me some pizza or something.
Order some pizza, and shout out to Armin because, hey, the Basic Attention Token giveaway is coming out of that little stash I went ahead and picked up last night. Shout out to Jet with the $5 super chat. Nick and Todd, what do you think about the Power Ledger coin? Jet, we talked about this briefly yesterday. I think Power Ledger, they just won some competition as far as technology is concerned. There's also rumors usually end up being true here at Learn Crypto. You know, I don't just say things to say things. Rumors that they're working with a city in Japan to do kind of a test on their technology and create a citywide use case for Power Ledger technology as well. And I think the token economics and the value propositions behind the POWR token are all in line. It has already been used across the globe in several cities, been tested. Now it's won an award. Now Japan is going to be testing it. I think this is could be a game changer in the utility sector. Now, there's not much competition in the crypto sphere, so they definitely have a first mover advantage there. And of course, they're going to have to be competing against major conglomerates. But I think that is also another benefit. Because here in St. Louis, we have one electric company, one gas company, and that's it. And I'm assuming that is pretty similar with whatever location you're at. And I think Power Ledger coming out and giving another option for utilities, focusing on renewable electricity, is an opportunity to kind of break up this monopolization we see of utilities and really find a niche in a sector, in a market sector that everybody needs. Everybody needs electricity. So if they can find their niche, get the users, the velocity of that network will increase, which should increase the price implications of that token as well.
And Amazon down 137 tonight.
Well,
start out tomorrow. Not too good in the stock market, probably.
All right. Well, we got to get into this one article then, I guess, before the software kicks on, because we already had. That was a misclick, but that's what I think Litecoin is going to be doing during the next bull market, and we're about to talk about why. Here we go. So this little article popped up. Litecoin to be cheaper than Bitcoin Cash after core release. Litecoin's fees will reduce by a factor of 10x after the implementation of Litecoin Core 0.17 upgrade, according to the lead development group. To encourage more adoption and usage of Litecoin, I think lowering the fees are a good thing, obviously. We're not even close to the block limits, and the block size on disk is pretty small, about 20 gigabytes relative to other coins. I also don't think it is too much longer before the bear market is over, 3 to 6 months. So it will lay the foundation for a fee rate which we can grow into proactively rather than reactively like the last bull market when the fees on Bitcoin and others kind of shot up a lot because they're trying to be reacting to the influx of users on their network rather than developing for future scalability moving forward. This looks like this is them trying to make that a case there. Now, I sent out a tweet today. It got a lot of love, some hate. Roger Ver was included in it, so I'm assuming I'll get some kind of retaliation from him. But essentially, I said Litecoin's fees will reduce by 10x after their new upgrade we just talked about. It's going to be faster than Bitcoin Cash, cheaper transactions than Bitcoin Cash, with guess what? Under half the market capitalization of Bitcoin Cash right now. Bitcoin Cash is worth over $7 billion. Litecoin is worth $3 billion. I think that leaves room for growth, and I think a flipping should and will occur. And then lastly, there is a very much less contentious community. People either love Bitcoin Cash or hate Bitcoin Cash. With Litecoin, I don't think you really see that. Litecoin was always supposed to be a friendly fork of Bitcoin and really be the silver to Bitcoin, and I think a lot of Bitcoin maximalists respect Satoshi Light and Charlie Lee and respect the Litecoin community over there. Now, somebody else brought up another coin in here, Nano, and I kind of listed some of the reasons why I think Litecoin is still one of the most risk-averse investment opportunities in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, especially after this upgrade. And that's because the community is massive, guys. This thing has been around forever. They are almost listed on every single exchange that is out there, or at least every single major exchange. They have massive merchant integrations and also will be included on Lightning Network in any integrations that Lightning Network gets implemented moving forward. And they already have current and future institutional exposure. What do I mean by that? Bakkt, Coinbase, ErisX, they're all going to have Litecoin as one of their tradable asset classes for the institutional financial advisors once they start to move into the space. And then lastly, Nano, I said, does not have custodian exposure, while Litecoin already does. Litecoin is already on Coinbase. It's going to be on Coinbase custody. It just got added to Gemini, and it's going to be on Gemini custody, and the list goes on and on. I think you add all these things together. I think it needs to be in your portfolio, and I think it will have a massive rally during the next bull run, definitely approaching its all-time highs of $350 and surpassing those if cryptocurrencies, like we believe, are here to stay and are really going to get a nice influx of institutional and retail interest. What do you got going on over there, Todd?
I know Taj is still bearish stocks. I mean, we did have a big update today, which I was kind of thinking we would. It'll be interesting tomorrow with Amazon's news, but I still think we're in a a sideways move here before further downside. And I'm pretty bearish stock markets in general, but I think there's probably another run for the roses. And I think we need that because I think that's when crypto is going to run to the roses again. So I just think stocks will head back up. Speculative juices will still be here, and that's going to drive people to cryptos even more so. So I don't think stocks are crashing here, even though I wouldn't mind it myself.
OG Rect says that Bitcoin Core is dead and Litecoin is simply a BTC testnet or testbed. Well, that's kind of true. Obviously, Litecoin did enable SegWit first. Then they said, oh, this works, and this is really great for scalability, so we'll throw it on Bitcoin as well. I think it's going to be kind of solidify itself in that role. And regardless, these institutional investors aren't going to be looking at it that way. It's going to be what they have access to. They're going to be having access to Bitcoin, Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash is going to fall on a lot of these as well. So I think it has its fair share, but a lot more controversy with Bitcoin Cash. I think overvalued in terms of if you compare Litecoin to Bitcoin Cash after this fork, it's going to be an inferior product that has over 2.5 times the valuation of a comparable product in Litecoin. And if you do any metrics on traditional stocks, that would be telling you to buy Litecoin and sell Bitcoin Cash. So there you go.
Crypto says, heads up, Tile, we got an hourly chart break coming from 10:10. That's too small a time frame for me. So that trend line, that's too small of a trend line chart for me. So I won't really agree with that. I mean, and I'm still working off 4 buys. So if 6,200 gives up, then I would turn a little bearish. Until then, I'm still solidly bullish. And stocks, I just said I don't think stocks are taking a major haircut. And I don't know who crypto blockchain I don't believe is. So, and all I know, there's too many people that wasn't trading during the crash or wasn't trading during 08 or 09 or 87 and all that. Throwing around a lot of opinions and guarantees. So I don't get too excited.
And OG Rect, if you're new to the channel, it seems that you really like Bitcoin Cash. We have been preaching since day one that you need to have a small portfolio holding of Bitcoin Cash. Usually I say 3 to 5% because Bitcoin as a hedge against Bitcoin, number one, but also the mere fact that Roger Ver is a very savvy business individual, is a very stubborn individual as well, who is not going to give up on his vision and is going to continue to try to push Bitcoin Cash and make it a success. So we have seen pumps and of course dumps along the way, and we like to try to capitalize on those here at Learn Crypto. That's really not even getting into the details of the infighting between ABC and the other, I can't remember the name of the other development team for Bitcoin Cash, where there could possibly be a fork in the chain moving forward. Now that might be good because you get free coins, but I think once again that is another negative, a fork of a fork, and just causing even more uncertainty around the development team and the project of Bitcoin Cash.
And I'm going to say about Bitcoin still again, anybody's worried about $100 moves or new low or something, I think they're missing the whole point here. I think you need to have your bags packed probably here, and if we break the new lows, get the rest of your bags packed or do something to increase your bags. So any sell-off here I'm going to say is a gift. But I don't know. As I keep saying, to me, bearishness is rampant. Everybody wants to be short, talking about being short. You don't have anybody coming on here saying that we're going to skyrocket, really. So, and now with my software, all I'm following is internal price and volume and reading news, as everyone's learning, that we've said since the beginning of the channel. Reading news you can't trust hardly anywhere. Definitely not in cryptos. So it's better to watch none of that and just watch price and volume and time. So, and for now, that's got me bullish. And a lot of these coins that we've been bullish on are starting to resolve the upside. So Bitcoin's the only one that really hasn't done it. And maybe Bitcoin will run down, but like I said, it'll just be a last chance for you to pick up some then. The last spring or shakeout, I think.
Is your software online right now, or should I go into another
online.
article? It's online?
It was online all day.
Do some charts. Let's go.
Shit, yeah.
Do it. What you got? Show off these buys and sells we had. Let me know what is going on with basic attention token for sure. I need to decide what I'm doing with this bag besides just giving it all away. If I hold on to it too long, it's going to be in the hands of all these guys over here in the comment box.
Yeah, because the on here because I wasn't sure which one I brought up. And thanks for it. I'm at 5,000 followers, Nick. You got to catch me, dude.
It's because I retweet your stuff, so then they follow you.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Get over to
Show
the
me the money.
software and let's see what's up.
Well, I was looking for some. BAT, USDT. This is the 3-month. I'll probably burn through my stuff here. Well, I'm just turned over. I mean, see, that's the BAT USD. That chart's got an error. I mean, we had the buy and the sell for a small profit, and then the buy that caught the last rally, and then really we're still on a buy.
Is that looking like it's going to be a pork blaster up
the
there,
LP
or what?
came under huge pressure, and price still holding. So, I mean, yeah, I would say that's another pork blaster. Bet somebody another 10,000.
This coin is going to.
And Armand, or whatever his name was, he's in here, so shout out to him. Did you see that?
He came in here?
He's on the show. I just mentioned him. Nick's going to get his own game show. If cryptos do not ignite, he's going to just go to his own game show. Giving away free trips to exotic locales. That's what he's going to be doing.
Well, that song messed it up. It said the Hitman, but I got renamed the Nickstradamus with all these predictions. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Hilton Snow with their $20 super chat. You are always... Man, we are so thankful for you guys when you do super chats and donations. That really means a lot. And always feel free to ask a question when those are tied together. So Hilton Stone says, what's your opinion on current view on the overall market cap of BTC and alts chart? It looks as though we've hit the low. The more I look at it, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I saw that chart today. What was it on? It might have been on Brant's again. I saw somebody do it. That chart looks bullish to me. Exactly. It doesn't look like, and that's what I said about that keeps me bullish, is the alts bled out, made the low, Bitcoin held. So, I mean, that chart's bullish to me. I mean,
we came on here and Todd said, I believe based on what I'm seeing on the charts and on the software that 5,800 is a low, and we continue to accumulate along this way, even when we've just been staying sideways. And this accumulation pattern by Wyckoff, that would match up with that chart. I really think we're near the bottom, guys. And if you want to worry about $100, $200 here and there, I think, like Todd said, you're missing the point. If you're not willing to buy Bitcoin at these levels, why are you here? Unless you truly believe that this is a massive descending triangle, and if you do the measured move, we're going down to 2,500, which I don't. I don't believe that shape can really fit onto this time frame at least. But the upside objective of Bitcoin, open your eyes. We've talked about BACK. We've talked about the macro view. We've talked about ErisX. We've talked about Coinbase. All this is going on. Hedge funds are getting involved. I work for an institutional financial company, guys. Now, I can't say much, but if hedge funds are coming into my institutional company and saying, hey, we're trying to put together some kind of crypto hedge fund, are any of your clients interested? We're talking pension funds, endowment funds. We've already seen Ivy League schools do their own endowment into cryptocurrencies. These are massive amount of money that can potentially pour into Bitcoin, large cap coins, and eventually into altcoins as we kind of weed through the trash and figure out what has real utility and what doesn't. We have 800 million is nothing, or 800 billion is nothing. 1 trillion is a great milestone. I was hoping for 1 trillion after the next bull run. People are talking $2, $3, $4 trillion, guys. Do some multiples on some of your favorite coins. And then while that is going on, you have to realize that some of these coins are going to go to zero. So where is their valuation going to go into? Into the surviving coins. So not only will we achieve a higher market cap than ever, we're also going to do that with less cryptocurrencies as some of them start to die off.
And then Crypto Blockchain says there's no buyers of size in Bitcoin in free fall. That makes no sense. I mean, what do you mean no buyers? Nobody's going to show their hand. I mean, they've been buying on the breaks to 5,800 and 6,000. So they probably have already bought what they want, and they're not going to chase this until we break out. And there won't be any offered probably when we break out. So.
Also, guys, so if we're launching a backed exchange or an ErisX or any of these custodians, right, and they're going to sell it to their TD Ameritrade's 11 million clients, Fidelity's 20 million clients, and you're looking to push cryptocurrencies to all these clients, do you think they're going to, we got this client, so we're going to go market order Bitcoin? No. They're going to create pools. They're doing what they're doing now. The retail investor is selling. We're seeing that on the charts. Selling pressure is increasing at the price is holding. Somebody's absorbing it. That's TD Ameritrade. That's Fidelity. That's Goldman Sachs. That's ICE Exchange, because they need liquidity pools. They're not going to buy this at the market as they need it.
Shit, I
they
can't
are
buy Bitcoin
soaking
for
it up.
my clients.
They're soaking up now, and they're going to use their wallet as a liquidity pool for the platforms they are about to launch, and then they're going to push it out to all their clients. Oh, this is just like gold and silver. We need you to hold 5% of your portfolio in it. That's what we recommend. Oh, we just happen to have the Bitcoin right here for you, and we'll do it at a 5% yearly fee. How about that? That's what is going to happen, guys. And if you want to keep selling into the big boys, this is a repeat of the dot-com bubble. There was a micro bubble. There's a first move up. Retail investors got shooken out. Institutional come gobbled it up, and then the thing blew up bigger than anybody could ever imagine because they pushed it. After they got in the game, they got their infrastructure ready. They pushed it to all the clients, and all the dumb money bought it up all the way to the top and rode it all the way back down. Right now, we are in the opportunity where this is where you should be accumulating because the infrastructure is being built, and this thing is going to melt your face when it starts moving as the institutions start pushing this to millions and millions of individuals,
face melter.
pension plans, endowments, you name it. And people are like, well, that doesn't really... Well, here's the thing. A lot of these coins have finite supplies. Bitcoin has 21 million, so if all these people want some, look what happened with the retail supply and demand curve during the last bull run. It went to 20,000, and that's with Canada over here saying that only 5% of their citizens even hold it. So imagine if it becomes, God forbid it becomes the global currency, because that would be crazy. But just if everybody wants 5% of it, you probably have gold and silver coins in your house. Everybody just wants a little bit on a ledger wallet. I mean, that price is going to be massive.
And Ronnie Matero says Coinbase is going to dump the BTC they had been putting aside for custodial. They do not buy Bitcoin to put away for custodial projects. There's no way. That's like saying that Vanguard buys stocks for their index funds because they know buy orders are coming in. There's no way they do that. If anybody
works in traditional,
if anybody's getting ready to, and I saw other people we know, commentators saying that, they're buying Bitcoin for the ETF launch. There's no way in hell they're doing that. They're going to buy it the day they get the money going into the ETF. They will be buying it seconds after to fulfill the ETF buys. They don't buy that shit and hold it. Coinbase is not holding Bitcoin they're going to sell for custodial. There's no way.
And then the Munters over here says, what'd you say? You said you disagree with me on Litecoin. Well, that's fine. Just my opinion. You keep doing what you want with that. What else we got going on? We got Ronnie over here saying, what do you think about Coinbase's announcement? Do you think they will be dumping that's the one we just answered.
What up, Sophia?
Jay Stevens says, love the passion, Nick. You are correct. Comfort is coming. And look, I have passion about it because I believe it. And I sit here and bang on the table. I waste 3 hours of my day coming here after work. Well, YouTube ad revenue is nothing, guys. I do that because I believe in the space. I want to help people get proper education and information in the space, as you kind of see a bunch of just random nonsense on YouTube, incorrect information, people trying to scam you, etc. And I want you guys to capitalize on this opportunity. I see the same names in this chat box every day, and even though a lot of us haven't met in person, it's almost a friendship. I recognize the face, I recognize the name, we talk on Twitter, whatever it may be, and I want everybody to capitalize on this opportunity in front of you. These opportunities come once, twice in a lifetime, and you're staring right in the face of one right now, and still some of you get so emotional. The easiest way to lose your money, especially in cryptos, is to get overly emotional. Tons of people are tweeting, XLM or BAT is getting listed for sure, buy. I said, calm your horses, get down, guys. They just added USDC to Coinbase.com, but it's not integrated on their other platforms. Why would they add another coin before full integration? It saved you about 5% on all those cryptos, and you just need to relax. Just calm down. Think about what's going on and accumulate. That is what I'm trying to preach and really work on that passive income. Do you have some charts you want to look at over there?
Appreciate Third Eye Trader said the show is much better than it was a few months ago. Well, I had to help Nick get in a groove. And well, we're looking to bet BTC, but somehow we got off my charts. You're trying to steal the show. Bring me back.
Oh.
We was talking about the technometer's 45 here, so BAT still looks higher. That looks like it's turned the corner, and I would say keep working higher. So it's not investment advice. It's just our opinion. What else are we looking at?
Wonderful Block says, Nick is too emotional about XRP, just buy more. Hey, fundamental perspective, I fucking hate XRP. I've told you that a million times. But we openly had a buy at 41 cents that you guys forced me to buy, and then I doubled down and bought more at 45.8. So I'm not opposed to making money. I think with Coinbase announced that they got a license for custodian of XRP, I'm expecting hype to build up around that. People thinking XRP is going to be listed on Coinbase, or maybe Coinbase actually does list it, and we're about to go along for the ride. I think Todd will look at an XRP chart here in a second, but I think it's still looking pretty positive as far as the software is concerned as well.
Hey, Cameron, there's a Litecoin. And Cameron, earlier, I had answered you, I know, because I thought I'd answered that before. So, yeah, I'm still doing crypto PCG. That's not going to change. I've tried to take my business, obviously, extremely the cryptos, because I think that's where the home runs are. And here's Litecoin. You can see here the volume is still hitting new lows as of today. We're not oversold. We're at 41, still close to oversold. I'm showing the buy points here marked where I thought it was lower risk to be buying some Litecoin. And again, these charts are all well out. The OP is continuing down, price is holding. It resolves to the upside. Might not happen to Litecoin, Bitcoin, etc., but you got to trade something, and I'm going to trade the indicators. So you got to hang your hat on something, and there's nothing better than Wyckoff. So let's see what else. XRP. There's something else I was going to show. Well, there's XRP USDT. We had showed that Technometer here did get to a sell 2 days ago. We're 47.58 coming off of overbought. So I thought maybe it might just slow up here till the Technometer gives up a little bit. The chart by itself, if you're just looking at price and volume, still looks good. Here's XRP USD. Technometer 43, so we're still below neutral, which would support still higher prices coming off the last buy we had. And XRP BTC. Technometer is at 41.79, so I still think higher on XRP. And the developer said, obviously they had a few issues with servers or something, but they've got a lot of them fixed, so we're trying to get it ready for subscribers. Same thing, I don't know what the price is going to be. I'm hoping $20, $25 for students and double that or more for non-students.
Cameron Work says, what is the minimum on PCG, Todd?
It always was 25, but I'd say with the markets coming down, it's probably more like 10,000.
So if you want to know everything we offer outside of YouTube, make sure to look in the description below. Head over to learncrypto.io for a cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course, over 950 students. We also have a cryptocurrency beginner course, and of course we have a crypto private client group where we use trading APIs to help manage your portfolio. We can only buy or sell, cannot move or add to your portfolio. You still have 100% control of that as well. So make sure to get over there and do that. On top of that, if you already think you're a great trader or you already like managing your own money and you're not a beginner, we do have an affiliate program. So if you sign up as an affiliate and you sell a trading course or maybe a beginner course to your family or friend, you do receive $30 to $50 for every course sold with your affiliate link. And of course, that goes back to supporting Learn Crypto and kind of a thank you to properly educating those around you to make sure they're well on their way in this crazy crypto ecosystem.
All right, we're going to kill the game when this thing heats up. So. Yeah, Dustin, I'm trying to make the software. I'm not trying to, I've spent thousands on the software. On the software totally, I'm in probably $100,000. But we always said we was going to give students half off. And I'm not going to give the software to non-students for anything real cheap because they can just sit out there by themselves.
I just want to do a quick couple shout outs here to some people I see in here that are here and there, but they're finally coming out of their shell and not lurking in the background. Shout out to Sophie, Cameron Work, Dustin Nelson, ECA Elite, Bitcoin Jedi made it in here. Hilton Stone, one of our favorites. Gotta love you. We got Ronnie in here. Craig Nickham's in the house. XRP Moon D, what is up?
I'm wrenching him because we need more XRP arguments.
There we go. Hey, just great discussions. Some people, XRP is just one that you love it or you hate it, but there's definitely opportunity to trade it moving forward as well. And like I always said, XRP, the reason I was really opposed to it fundamentally is you didn't have to use it because XRapid wasn't being used. Now with the recent announcements, XRapid is at least getting some users on board, and they're trying to really push that for future integrations, which does prove a better outlook for the XRP token moving forward. Now, that doesn't change my opinion that it's obviously centralized and I didn't like their distribution path, but at least clients will start using it, and that could help, help the supply and demand curve as far as the price appreciation of that asset moving forward. The only problem is it's already worth so much money, and a very small portion of the actual total supply is actually in circulation. If you put everything into circulation right now, XRP would have a $40 billion valuation even at 40 cents. That's pretty crazy during these market times. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how they continue to release those moving forward.
Did you see Stefan? You didn't send enough Linda, maybe? I don't know if you saw that note.
Where's Stefan?
At the top. 3 off the top.
Stefan, Nick, you sent me only 16,000. I thought the giveaway was for 40,000. That is correct. So all the 100,000 RPD giveaway I sent off. The Linda coins, I've sent 3 people the full 40,000. Another person 38,200, and then Stefan, I guess you're the unlucky individual who has 16,000 so far. I didn't want to break into a masternode to take it offline, so as I get 3,200 Linda per masternode per day, I will finish up the remaining whatever amount of thousand that is for you, 24,000 for you, and 1,800 for the other individual over the next day or two. So that's pretty funny that you're the one who reached out and you're the one I wanted to make sure to pay first, but I just had addresses in the Word file. So unfortunately, somehow it fell onto you that you're a little short, but you'll get your remaining 24,000 over the next day or two, my friend. And I'm sure if you don't get it, you'll be back in the chat box complaining. So that way, everybody can verify that you are getting what you need. Shout out to Wog, Factum and Quantum or Qtum. Power as substitute chart, please. $2.40 super chat. So that means you got to do it, Todd. Do you got any charts for Factum?
Yeah,
or
I had
Qtum?
it and I screwed it up, but I'm going to show it here in just a second.
Cool. Somebody wanted a prediction for XRP end of year. I don't really like to do end of year predictions, so I don't have that for you. I think really the end of year, I think we might see another couple more pumps here, but I really think the massive bull run is going to be a lot of the momentum is going to start to occur in the first quarter of 2019. Even though backed exchange, which I think is huge for Bitcoin, is supposed to be launched in December, I always thought it was going to be November. There was an article out that they said now they're kind of retracting on their December 12th guess and said it could be as early as November, but we'll see. I think the market will remain irrational on backed for a little bit until people realize what's going on there. It's not just traditional futures, which we know is just a debt obligation loan against the market, but they're actually settling these future contracts in physical Bitcoin. If you start getting a lot of people on the backed exchange, that is, they have over whatever it is. It's some crazy amount of countries. Over 100 institutions, I think, use backed exchange. If you get a lot of money on there, obviously with the limited supply of Bitcoin, that's going to help the supply and demand curve, and the price can only go one way.
Let me have it for FCT BTC. You've got the, this is just a 1 month chart, but you've had the OP come down to a new low going into yesterday's close, and you had an oversold technometer. So you'd have had a buy really here as we was breaking out, and a good day today. And as same as some of these charts, it looks like stuff's releasing to the upside. So, with that in mind, I guess I'd probably have a stop here at the low earlier, probably, because maybe down to here if you don't mind taking a little bit more risk. But I think if we're good, we ought to keep rallying right now. All that sell pressure should have been lifted. QTUM, USDT. Looks like there's been no below 40 on the technometer. So 40 to 50. I mean, definitely at the low end. OP hitting a new low by prices holding. My first glance at this, I'd almost say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if you try to throw a little bit of Elliott wave on it, I'd probably say we've done 5 waves up and a little bit of pullback here. So with the OP coming to new lows again and the technometer oversold, I probably would not mind being long Quantum here. QTOM or Quantum or
Qtum.
And then this is Qtum USD. Same thing here, new low really at 7 o'clock probably if I went to the 5 minute. Technometer's not oversold here. It would have been oversold. This would have been the day down here. Would have been the last below 38 reading. So That would have gave you right in at the low. Same thing here. OP went to new lows while price held. So these 2 days here would have been a low risk purchase area. And then with OP hitting a new low, probably not a bad place to add. Let's look at BTC.
Qtum is the one who just created a partnership with AWS. Although none of these partnerships are too major, in my opinion, I think Qtum's is one of the stronger ones out of what we've seen. The one with Qtum, we've seen one with Tron, we've seen one with 0Chain and others. I think they have at least the strongest out of those quote-unquote partnerships with these traditional companies. I also believe that Qtum is stakeable, so you can earn some passive income by staking your Qtum moving forward as well.
I might be burning out my uses here. Let me see real quick. I wanted to do BTC. Their OP is moving with price, but you got extremely low volume showing, so. And you would have had to buy a day off the low there, so I'd say it's turned the corner and headed higher, would be my thoughts. And you could add on here probably. And obviously it's going to matter what Bitcoin does here. If Bitcoin does give up the ghost, break 6,200, it's probably going to ruin a few of the alt charts. But right now, we're still on a buy on Bitcoin. So,
all right. I got a couple more news pieces that we had to make sure to touch base with tonight. It is already 7:22.
Right,
so if you're tuning in a little late, I see some new faces over here. Make sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. And guess what? Yes, we are giving away some coins, some basic attention tokens. So in the comment section below, leave your BAT wallet address with a comment. You just have to make sure to smash the like button, and you got to make sure to subscribe as well. This is from our friend R-Man, who held true on his bet with me pertaining to Coinbase and BAT listing and followed through on that. So definitely, if you guys get a chance, I would probably follow him. He'll probably follow you back because it's really hard to find transparent and trustworthy individuals in this ecosystem. And man, I was really surprised when I woke up and the BAT was over there because it was not a small number. If you do 10,000 BAT and figure out the USD valuation, that's not a small bet.
I told Nick he would never get that. Bet. I'm like, you're never getting that money. So all right. Shout out to him.
So shout out to Blockchain announces exclusive hardware wallet Lockbox powered by Ledger. You guys know that I preach that if you are not trading your coins actively and you want to secure them safely for the future, that I recommend a Ledger Nano S. We also have a link in the description below that takes you right to their website. If you buy one, Ledger actually gives us $5, so we'll be transparent on that. A lot of any referral links we have, all that money goes towards all these coins that we give away all the time. So if you need a hardware wallet and don't have one, guys, just buy one. And now you might have another option here. So today, Blockchain, the leading software provider for cryptocurrency, announced a groundbreaking partnership with Ledger, the leading developer of hardware wallets for crypto assets. I like the Ledger Nano S. I think the Ledger Blue is trash. Just stick with the old reliable with the Nano S. Together, the companies have developed a custom hardware device, the Blockchain Lockbox, which is exclusively compatible with the Blockchain wallet. Leveraging the strengths of these two industry powerhouses, the Blockchain Lockbox will allow blockchain users to seamlessly and securely store crypto assets offline through a first-of-its-kind integration of cryptocurrency hardware and software. As individuals look to diversify how they manage their crypto assets, using a hardware wallet is a convenient alternative that allows them to store their crypto offline. If your crypto is online, it is susceptible to hackers. If it's on a hardware wallet, that is very hard for them to get into that hardware wallet, get your password, have the hardware, and get it all out of there as well. It just adds another layer of security for you, since you are technically being your own banks now in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. The Lockbox offers blockchain's nearly 30 million users a tailored end-to-end solution that harness blockchain's innovative non-custodial software along with Ledger's expertise and hardware security. Essentially, if you have a Ledger Nano S, you do know the GUI of the default Ledger desktop wallet is not the best. It works, but it's just really not that great. The blockchain wallet, much cleaner, much easier to use, has way more users, and now you can pair the two together, a hardware wallet with a great GUI to keep your crypto assets secure and safe. I have a Ledger Nano S. I think I might be getting one of these lock boxes to try them out, and maybe I'll be moving my cold storage coins over to this new ledger product.
James B. want to know if the stock software brings up Australian stocks. It doesn't, James B. I mean, we've got a lot of Wyckoffans in Australia, and you might know that. But I just don't have a lot of people that then end up taking the software and using it. They'll take the course, and I don't know what it is. Some reason they just don't go in and make the OP Force and Tech work for them. I personally think that's, I know Jim O'Brien would say that was 30 to 40% of it. I'd probably say 50 to 60. You can't use it just by itself, but it's so helpful knowing how volume's acting. And that kind of takes me, you ask about Square. Let me see the chart on Square real quick. I was saying if we got a couple dollars down overnight, probably we get a buy signal. We didn't get it. It opened up. So the tech reading was 40.48 at the low here. One thing you got to understand, though, the reason it did not go to a buy, all these other points we have marked as Bs, is because volume is not coming down here. So it just appears internally that there's no real selling in Square. Because if there had been any sell volume coming in, we would have got an easy technometer reading. So I guess I'm going to say I think, we actually have had those even though the technometer didn't give us a reading. Because it would have came easy with just more selling pressure. We just didn't get it. So I'm long somewhere around 69.60 to 71.60, mattering where you follow me. So I'm probably going to run a stop now at the 69.10 low from yesterday. Just the way I trade some of these pro trader trades because, if we fall from here, there's probably more downside coming. But this is one that I think if you're more intermediate term, you just probably have to own it here. If these markets do come back up and firm up, I would think Square is going to be a growth stock that people are going to chase. And if you like the cryptos, like most of us here, that's probably one of the crypto ones you just got to have. So
I just went out to lunch today in the Loop to, I forget, some small restaurant. I think it's called Gorilla Food Truck or something like that. But they were using Square too. And a lot of these smaller businesses I see around here, whether it's a bar, a restaurant, food truck, whatever it is really using the Square platform already, which is great for their main source of business. We also know that Square has been crypto-friendly with the Cash app allowing you to buy and sell Bitcoin. And now they have just released that they actually have a point-of-sale solution to where they're going to, it looks just like PundyX's, guys. Unfortunately for PundyX, I think PundyX still has their market share in Asia, but as far as North America is concerned, I think Square is going to dominate that industry. And the neat thing about that is they already have all these users, all these bars, all these food trucks, all these restaurants, and all they have to do is push out a firmware update. And now you can go in there and make crypto transactions. That's it. It's like updating your phone with the iOS. Same thing all these restaurants can do too and be like, all right, now we accept crypto and USD. One firmware update, you're done. And that's that many more users, that much more revenue for Square moving forward. And we're already starting to see it spread. The slow, expensive point-of-sale systems you see in franchise restaurants, they're starting to switch to Square and other options because it's just easier. Square can just update it. It's clean looking with almost the touch screen. Everybody can see what's going on. I think they have a great system over there that's really being used, at least here in the St. Louis area. I don't know about where you guys are from.
James, I'll look into the ASX listings again, see if I can help you on that.
We have a couple.
Weed stocks are, overpriced. I still think possibly. I got a few in the software here, but I would say, weed like cryptos is probably still a growth industry. So buy them on dips or buy them when you think you can. AMD was down big last night, and I said probably the low was in there. So it did rally, $1.50 off the low or something. I would probably think AMD is a decent risk reward here too.
Yeah, I would agree there.
And we like esports stocks probably moving forward. We're trying to do some esports work here in the Midwest. So
if you believe in the gaming industry or esports, there is a index GAMR, like gamer GAMR, that is composed of a lot of the top gaming stocks from Activision, Blizzard, Nintendo, AMD, NVIDIA. The list goes on and on. That is probably the easiest way for you guys to get involved in that sector, which I think will be a home run moving forward. And definitely after we saw some of these semiconductors take a massive hit in AMD and NVIDIA, I think that is a great option for index individuals who aren't looking to trade, who aren't looking to keep up to date with individual companies. This will get you a basket of assets in that sector, and I think it could be a good opportunity.
Yep.
Let's see what's going on. Wonderful Block says Nick's car equals 1 XRP by the end of the year. Well, man, XRP's got to be worth a lot of money then. And Clifford Chapman says, how can Todd trade PCG accounts if they are on a Ledger wallet. That's why when I started that whole discussion about hardware wallets, I said if you are not actively trading your cryptocurrencies, I would be storing them on a Ledger. There's no reason to be a hodler and have them on exchanges. With that being said, I think Coinbase Pro, Bittrex, Binance are top of the line for safety for exchanges are concerned. Obviously, there's always a chance to hack, guys. But as you know, Coinbase and Binance have already officially stated that they do have insurance for all their cryptocurrencies. So if something ever did happen, I think that you'd receive 100% or close to 100% of all your assets over there back, or at least the fiat comparison of the value when those cryptocurrencies are stolen. I do not think it would be a Mt. Gox situation where you're out all your money and you got to wait 5 years. I just don't see that happening. That's why we always preach, if you're storing on exchanges, make sure it's those big boys right there. And that's why we don't chase some of the smaller altcoins, because there is an exchange risk there. So even like Rapids RPD, it is on Crex24 and ByteBTC. I would say if you want it, you get it, you buy it, and you move it to my Ether wallet or an ERC20 compatible wallet that is going to be safer and not exposing yourself to that exchange risk, because some of these exchanges are very small and we're not sure the security on them. Their UI looks great, but we're not positive security, and they definitely do not have insurance for the cryptos over there, like we see with Binance, Coinbase Pro, Bittrex, etc.
We haven't showed the ETC chart in a while, so somebody just asked for that. Let's throw that up. You can see here we had a buy at the big sell-off day, and then a week ago we had OP go to new lows again, which means selling is coming in during this whole time frame while price is putting in a higher low. And then we get a technometer reading at 30.59, which is major oversold. The problem is we did go to a quick sell because volume came in a little bit, and now we're sitting at neutral. But I still think probably, with the OP acting so bad, that there's still some accumulation going on there.
Show me the money.
And then let's go to ETC USD, and OP, it's a new low coming into 7 o'clock, and technometer still at 40. So like a lot of these coins, just continued selling coming in, but mostly still trying to hold in. So most of these charts continue. It looks like they tried to release themselves to the upside. ETC, BTC. Price close to a new low, but we just came off almost a sell 2 days ago. So I'd probably pick this up a little bit lower if we get it. Also looks like selling coming in and relatively holding in. So, and co-vesting, we don't have that in the software yet.
Chris K9 says, thoughts on the co-vesting app on iOS? Thanks, guys. I've not had a chance to use the iOS app yet. I have used your exchange. We've had some buys and sells on co-vesting. We actually had a buy right before that massive rally. They did got their digital trading license or whatever from the country of origin, which is pretty solid for them. And they just released a report today proving that their copy trading application has been proving successful so far. So really, this exchange token is going to be relying on getting users over there. We'll see if they throw in some kind of referral agreement to get some more users and some more volume on the exchange. This is one that we said could potentially have the next KCS BNB-like price move. And currently, we have had a couple pumps. The pump that happened, in July, we were on board that. We did the review right before that, and we actually nailed the swing trade there as well. So we'll see what happens here. It is giving up some of its gains, and let's see what Todd thinks about the chart.
Cove's got a little deeper here right now. We're almost back to a little over a 50% pullback. So it'd be nice if it hold in here. Volume is low. So I think that chart's still okay, but I hate to see it come back down and take out this low because it's acted pretty well here, considering. But I would say
we
it
don't
needs to
have
hold
the
here.
exact fib on that, but we know that Wyckoff likes to buy just before 50% pullbacks on the Fibonacci levels, and it looks like somewhere
That's
around
about
there.
0.618 on that one. So, and that's really that was Activision. I wanted to bring that up because that's one probably we're going to like longer term, but not much to say about that one.
Scott Holtzman says gamer trading at 41 currently, and the 1 year high was 54.47. Yeah, probably just had, I don't think we have that in the software, but it probably just had a pretty solid sell-off because I know AMD and NVIDIA are pretty high holdings there. And as you know, the market has had a 1 or 2 week slide, and AMD has been a brunt of that as well. So that's why we were saying it could be a decent opportunity if you're bullish on the gaming, esports, and semiconductor sector, as it really has all the major players in that basket of assets.
No ARN in the software as of yet. Once they release it to me, I will add as many coins that subscribers are asking about ASAP. Request, isn't REQ in my software, I thought? No, that's another one. So we'll get those in shortly, guys. That's all I got. It's 7:36.
And we are over
I
time.
hate to say it, I got shit to do.
Briefly, 0Chain announced a partnership. God, this is going to get old. 0Chain announced a partnership with Amazon AWS. This one is weaker than the Qtum one, and I'll tell you why. I'm not really even getting into what 0Chain is. Nothing about the product itself. But it saw a decent price rally on low volume because it's only available on pretty small exchanges. But essentially, they are now a standard partner. Well, what does that mean for 0Chain? Oh, they have the privilege of giving Amazon $2,500 a year to stay a standard market partner. So they're paying for a partnership. And the benefits are similar to that of the Microsoft partnership we saw yesterday, where they get access to a client list and developer support from AWS moving forward. It's definitely not a bad thing for 0Chain because they're going to start to get better development and integrate into Amazon Web Services, and get some more users on board, hopefully. But once again, Amazon it's not like they're saying, hey, we're using 0Chain's blockchain, or we're accepting 0Chain to buy your toothpaste. So there's no direct partnership there as far as that is concerned. And like I said, 0Chain is actually paying for this partnership, $2,500 a year. So nothing too exciting. I don't know too much about the project, but they're starting to use this partnership term very loosely as far as cryptos working with traditional companies, and it's something that we're going to have to continue to keep an eye on, so we're not stuck in a bad partnership agreement, I would say, I guess.
I'm out of here.
You're out of here.
Scorpio. Later, Chris.
That's about all I got. I would just say, hey, there's the man right there. He bet me 10,000 bat. He lost the bet and he followed through with it. I would definitely get over there, give that man a follow, because it is hard to find transparent and trustworthy individuals in the crypto ecosystem. And on top of that, he's the reason we're having a basic attention token giveaway tonight. So make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your BAT wallet address. Also, the first line in the description, that's a Zen swag giveaway. We all know we got swag here at Learn Crypto, so enter that giveaway as well. If we're the strongest community like we've been in the past, they're going to give us some free Zen, and we'll be giving it all back out to you guys, just like we always do anyways.
I got enough swag for both of us.
Throwing up the deuces. That is not swag right there. Thank you guys very much. We covered a ton of news, a ton of fundamentals. We had some arguments, some debates, and of course we had the Todd Father, the man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo Land, doing his thing over there with our Pulse of the Market software. Hopefully we can get that for subscribers soon, because I know everybody is chomping at the bit. We are getting great buys and sells from those indicators. And until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto. Don't forget to head over to learncrypto.io and check out our YouTube homepage for all of our recorded videos sorted for your easy access.
Good morning to Nicholas, a new person just walking in, and we're just walking out.
Smash that subscribe button. You'll get that notification when we're live next, or when we post a recorded video. Look for something over the weekend, of course. And guys, stop fretting. Stop having emotions. Stop complaining. We're at the lows right now. Get that paycheck, dollar cost average into your favorite cryptocurrency. Buy yourself some Bitcoin, and just thank me in a year from now, because Nickstradamus will strike again.
Well, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.